Hello and welcome to another episode of SNES Chronicles, a journey through all the games of the Super Nintendo by release date. Is this the first puzzle game on the platform? 40 games in? Seems weird. So this is Lemmings from DMA Designs, which faded into obscurity, or they might have become Rockstar North and made their name by releasing a bunch of really violent video games. This is also really violent. Just wait, you'll see. And this came out on every system available at the time, and they're all pretty much the same. Another game on the Super Nintendo that doesn't really focus on the graphics, but I'm especially in love with that air animation. It's in the little things. But hey, it is a puzzle game. They're usually not that very intensive graphic-wise. I found the music great since you can listen to classical composers while watching your lemmings fall to their deaths. It might get on your nerve after like 57 levels. As you can see, this game is meant to be played with a mouse, but playing with the controller is fine, didn't bother me at all. You can always pause the game, but you can't issue orders while it's paused. I have to explain a little, because if you never heard of this game, you might be lost. This is a very original game. It starts with the incorrect assumptions that lemmings would sometimes commit mass suicide by throwing themselves off cliffs, which is completely false and absurd. So you have a bunch of lemmings that would just brainlessly move right. You have no direct control on them, and a set number must reach the exit in the allotted time. You tell them what to do by selecting the bottom icons. They will perform tasks, but don't ask them to do much more. You can make them dig in different directions, climb, build bridges, slow down their falls with umbrellas. Don't try this at home, kids. Or block other lemmings to make them turn around. But you won't be able to make them move after that, and sometimes lemmings can get stuck. Then you just blow them up. And if you're really stuck or have a bunch of lemmings to get rid of, you can nuke them all in a great explosion of lemmings pixel gibs. And you can show the SNES Who's Boss by reducing the frame rate to a slideshow. There's a lot of little subtleties about those tasks. You'll have to find them out to master the game. Once everything is in place, you can't advance to the next level until all lemmings are through the exit or dead. The only way to speed things up is by accelerating the speed in which they come out of the starting point. But you still have to wait a little for them to walk all the way to the exit, a minor inconvenience that usually lasts no more than a minute. The first couple of levels are essentially tutorials to get used to the game. After that, it's serious puzzle time. Sometimes it's really clear what you have to do, but other times it's just completely chaotic and you don't even know what's going on. And a grand total of 125 levels. 5 of them are exclusive to the SNES, separated in 4 difficulty settings. And you can start your game at the beginning of any of those difficulty modes. You get a password after each level, so you can easily come back to where you were. So a very original game of speed, strategy, and wits. You will seriously have to whack your brains to finish some of these puzzles. And I almost forgot about the 2-player mode. It definitely didn't need it, the game is plenty of fun as it is, but it adds a lot. Players play on the same field with different colored lemmings that come out of the same window, but have to go to different exits. Plays like the single-player game, you can only direct your lemmings, but you can use your lemmings to block, send the opponent lemmings to their death, or to your exit, giving you more lemmings for the next level. An evil concept that will surely end friendships. Usually when a great game like that comes out, it inspires a bunch of clone games. But not this one. This is pretty much a unique game. There's a bunch of sequels, but not many games have replicated this formula. Very surprising, cause this is incredibly good. And it aged very well. It's super entertaining. And fun fact, Bob Fitch, a developer from Blizzard Entertainment, said that it inspired real-time strategy games like the first Warcraft game, Orcs and Humans. That fact just blew my mind. I loved puzzle games as a kid, but don't really play them anymore. This has kind of rekindled my love for them, and I realized that this might be one of my favorite puzzle games of all time. Lemmings might have faded in time, but should definitely come back in one form or another. A must-play for puzzle enthusiasts. See you soon, and remember, have fun! Peace! Please leave a like, and show your appreciation even further by sharing or commenting. If you like the content, please subscribe to the channel. Other episodes can be found in the SNES Chronicles playlist. And lots of other interesting retro gaming content is available on the channel. Come check it out. Follow me on Twitter or Facebook for updates, check the links in the description.